And then the TB is going to be Hillbilly, which will be rather spicy. Right after, we've got Clown Crew and Leopard, which will be Dredge, Artist, and Spirit, which will be Midwich, Wretch Shop, and Wrecker's Yard. So that's going to be interesting as well. Keen to see how Clown Crew can kind of pull off that. Always going to be keen for a Dredge set as well. Void versus Shinto, which will be a good banger of a matchup. We've got Ghoul, Blight, and Demogorgon. Zetsubo versus Synergy later on, which is going to be Blight, Unknown Hillbilly. And then there's Sam Marine versus Hard, which is going to be Dredge, Blight, and Wesker. So a bunch of Dredge today, which is pretty bloody awesome. But starting with me on the casters deck today is going to be Gohan. How are you today, good sir?
Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. But yeah, we do have some very fun matches in store for everyone today. And yeah, as you said, we do have Gospel is first. And honestly, it's got to be quite interesting to see how they play this out. Because we know this map is quite notorious for the choke point. So it's going to be interesting to see how they can play this out.
Yeah, it's very important that you don't really gen lock yourselves into like a really tight 3 or 4 gen where, I mean, effectively the killer can just play half the map and it's at that choke too. So it's kind of hard to cross that map, sneak over, try and get those resets. And you're also going to be very, very aware of where you cleanse too. Because if you cleanse in a bad spot, it can definitely give the plague the upper edge and can let them snowball quite hard with that powers boosted right now. Going to be chasing Gunther around this tile, around the rock. Going to be running through, greeting it. They might actually be able to get a quick 2-tap here, and I think they will because they got the block on the pallet boosted really well played. The Gunther stuffing up a little bit there, hesitated on that pallet drop and going to
Oh,
resolve the
wait.
down.
If you had a cheeky little eye, you would have seen that Cash was actually being like preparing for the pallet save, but unfortunately wasn't able to make it. And I do believe Gunther is the only player in that match that is actually on ping. He is on 128 compared to everyone else being on like 80, 40, and 30s. So
Okay.
he's quite up there with the ping. And for people in the background, unfortunately, Addict's name did not change for some reason when he loaded in, but the Renato, aka Space Grass, is Addict. He had changed his name, but for some reason DVD didn't detect that he changed it, so fun.
Yeah, so it's going to be basically with such an early down, especially considering they got the double injure infection early. You'd pretty much just going to be seeing the play kind of just proxying this hook in the basement, kind of going around these gens. They have a nice 3-gen here. Actually, 4-gen. They got the 4-gen on this side of the map as well. So not only did Gunther go down, but got down on the favorable side of the map as well for the Plague. And these generators on this side are not going to get touched for this second stage, which is quite rather unfortunate, but they have the rotation, maybe.
Oh no. Okay, so they're just going to be doing gens in the background, getting...
This is smart.
Wait, are they going to pop all... They're going to pop all 3 top gens by the looks of things. So we're going to have a 4-gen situation here at the bot side. Lovely. So we do see the first gen popping. That's going to be main going to be popping in the background. So we have at least 1 gen now. We do hopefully have another 2 gens popping soon after. Hopefully if we get a quick switch through. Yeah, we do see... Yep, there's 1 and there's 2. So 3 gens popped for pretty much 2 hooks. Like, that's not bad. And all they have to really do now is just rotate for this bot side because it's 4-gen bot, and we do have the chase on to our no mither player. Unfortunately, they are going to go down quite quickly as well. Hopefully, we have someone coming in, and we do see someone coming in from the distance. It is going to be New. New is going to be rushing.
But it's Plague's power.
Yeah, but it's Plague's power, and we all know how notorious that is. So this is going to be interesting to see who actually escapes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how you're gonna have to try and play the back end on this side of the map is going to be, you need one player. Oh my god, are they both gonna get out? No, the double down. This is an absolute blunder. And Boosted getting a very high value there from the power usage. We see the Survivor, Renato, kind of running through Shack. They're trying to get the pick up before the hook, but it's going to be a fast hook as well. They have a little bit more on their power here as well. Maybe, no, this is going to be the death. They're more concerned and maybe get a basement hook here on the 4-gen side, which is definitely the way you want to go about it.
He doesn't really even need to use his pain res either.
The interesting thing about the early game start here is like the 3 split's pretty good, like getting those 3 generators, but the moment you see that early down, and you kind of notice that the survivor's going to basement and you got that 4-gen, I feel like you kind of just have to instantly start attacking the bot side of the map and only maybe at 1 person max on the top side because those generators are effectively free, right?
Oh, and we do see a DC, so hopefully we can get one of our refs to go in there and check up and see what's happening there.
Oh no.
Because that is Interesting. Oh, okay, so it was a DVD crash. So unfortunately, considering the game state now, the game does just have to continue as is, and all hooks awarded to the killer. Does suck, but unfortunately, there's not much we can do there. But luckily, there is no going to be penalties towards gospel because it is a game crash and it's like just unavoidable in a sense. Like you can't really decide when your game is just going to go kaputs. So unfortunately, yeah, all hooks are going to be awarded to the killer, but it's just going to be now just an early 2v1, which is quite unfortunate.
Well, yeah, you hate to see it. I mean, being forced into a 2v1, it could be the difference between 1 or 2 gens potentially. So that's going to have big ramifications on this set as the generator does pop in the background. They're actually doing really well, bringing this back. I mean, if they can get a 4K one despite the DC, I think they'll be pretty happy with that, considering it's probably at least playable for the killer side to try and get something to happen, especially considering how the map can spawn with the generators. As you'll be seeing Cash in this chase, barely gonna be able to make that vault. Resilience actually probably being the difference there on that vault, gonna give them another lifeline here, sorry. And they're gonna be able to run over towards this main building. I'm pretty sure the Plague should not follow that. Probably go and check these generators because that chase at main will take quite some time.
Yeah, especially so. And yeah, as I said before, Cash is on the 80-ish ping as well, so him having Resi actually just helps him massively. And we do see a lovely crouch there from Addict as well to avoid getting puked on as early as possible, but unfortunately, Bruce is just going to say, nah, I'm just going to kick the gen and continue protecting the gens, because he's got a decent 3-gen here. Unfortunately, that is one generator at 7. That is quite far away compared to the other gen. So ideally, they're going to be just probably ping-ponging, what, 5 and 7?
Yeah, most likely. It's also hard for them to play in this part because I was going to say they only have limited pills, obviously, they can cleanse for on the other side of the map, where the killer would actually have to go out of their way. But we're going to be seeing the power usage here. I think they're going to be trying to go big. They spot the Renato here, and they're going to be chasing down, trying to get the down immediately. Nice little crouch there, but eventually going to be getting the subsequent tag. And, oh no, I was going to say the down, but the crouch at the window actually going to provide some good value there. But no, barely going to get hit by that stream. And now Cash might end up playing for a hatch play here because I doubt they're going to get another gen done, to be honest.
Yeah, and we do see that there is actually someone just cheekily following right behind as well, and this is going to be a pain risk as well, so this is quite rough as well, considering that they do want to try and pop that at 1 gen, but luckily, no Mither being 100% grunts of pain reduction now, because they did bring that back, so he is going to be able to get the cheeky.
Oh, it's 100% now.
Yeah, they
used to be 75, didn't it?
Yep, 75, and then they was 100%, then 75%. Now it's back to 100%. Similar to how Iron Will changed from 100 to 75, then back to 100. It's like, honestly, I don't know why they do the change if they're just going to reverse it anyway, but DVD, you know?
I think it's flavor of the month. At the time when they did the Iron Will nerf originally, I'm pretty sure it was when Spirit was like getting complained about, so I think that made sense at the time. But we're in this game right now as Renato now going to be running around this jungle gym in the middle of the map, probably the strongest place to loot for the survivors, or you can get some pretty nutty setups here. So Space Grass going to be trying to play these pallets. Not going to be able to vault over that one. Going to be standing strong, and the break's going to be coming out, but the resources will eventually dwindle here, as we do know that the Plague is a M1 killer at the end of the day if they do not have their power. But these pallets going to be getting eaten through, as we're going to be seeing Cash running around over to Shaq here. Shaq pallet has been utilizing a lot of the pallets over here have been used, so they're going to have to try and split off here to try and see if they have maybe a filler pallet over here at 7. No, you're going to be vaulting back into Shaq. They have almost nothing to work with. You can just tell by the way that they're vaulting the Shaq window.
Oh yeah, definitely. And well, no, he does have something at 7. He has a filler pallet. Oh wait.
Oh, nice.
So
that's
he's
good.
got... Oh.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, he's got something to play here. Never mind.
Yep, we spoke too soon. So he had 7 and 8 God Rocks, but to be fair, God Rocks have changed. They've they've nerfed them quite heavily, and unfortunately, we do see Addict getting found quite quickly as well. So it looks like it's going to be chalked up to a 4K1, 4K2 win result. And I believe it is actually Cash going to be playing on the Plague set, if I remember correctly. And we do see the down onto Addict as well. We do have the cheeky
we're gonna vomit.
Finish it off as well. Peps, any words for our upcoming match? Seeing as we all know, Cash and how he plays. How do you think he's going to be able to combat this? Welcome back, everybody, to Forsaken versus Globo. We just saw Forsaken do a 4K1 thanks to Boosted, and obviously, honestly, I feel like just the map also carried quite a lot, considering it was a 4-gen bot side, and all he had to do was just camp that bottom. But now we do have Gospel's side of Cash on the Plague. We do have a lineup of Bang, Weary, Zeki, and Boosted. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they can counteract this. So as we load in here, we do see that it is indeed Cash on the Plague. I was not lying. I was right. But currently we see everyone spawned on top. So that means Cash naturally spawned on the bot side. So let's just see how he goes.
Yeah, what you said with like the gen spread about the plague, I mean, it generally happens every time. You're always going to get a 4-3 on this map all the time. Unless you get like a really centralized gen, it's kind of like a 3-1-3, but we see basically 4 generators with one bit more centralized on this top side. So Cash going to be looking to play on this top side if possible. Survivors have spawned here too. So definitely, if they could get a survivor here caught in an awkward spot, get a relatively fast down, they could get into a really good start here. That's Cash now, just trying to see if they can find a survivor on the edge map. Could be quite dangerous if there is a survivor hiding over there. This is a roundabout where we did see them spawn, though, actually. As it's going to be interesting to see how far the survivors have potentially pushed up.
And we do see that Cash is just going to be checking around that main area to see if there is going to be someone stealthing out, but so far hasn't been able to found someone in the top side. And I believe the core
Oh,
order is actually Bang, I'm pretty sure, but we do see someone out in the distance here. We have found the Nia, so problem saying we are running into Shack, right, or into the top side of the map now, and I actually didn't see his split right now, so he's got he's got the opposite of what Boosted has. So he's got a forced top. He's got a 4-gen top side instead of the
yeah.
bot side. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting then, because now it's flipped.
Yeah, so this is basically got that 4-gen on the top side. It's going to be looking to play on it with the middle centralized gen is a bit easy for the survivors to grab, but these 3 that are deep into this backside of the top side is going to be hard for the survivors to try and dismantle. Also considering that this is where the chase is going on and the down as well. So Cash now has most likely a deep hook here that is also pain resible onto the backside of main. They got 2 really good hooks here for pain res throughout this match, and it's already looking up so much here for Cash on this kill side.
Indeed it is, and the fact that he has 2 at behind main as well is ridiculous, and he's also got his Penti up too, so like...
And it's right there.
He's just... And he just popped it instantly. That is interesting. I don't know... Well, what would you do? Would you just pop it instantly, or would you like wait a little bit? Because now as soon as they get back onto that gen, they're gonna know. So I feel like that was kind of a... Yeah, so like, yeah, you see here, like, they're just instantly on top of it. Like, I feel like that was a bit of a interesting play, because if Cash... Okay, yeah, so luckily, Bang did just decide to drop it. He wasn't sure if Cash was actually coming towards him, and unfortunately, Cash wasn't. He wasn't really aware as much, but the pallet dropping makes him fully aware of the situation he's in.
Yeah, I agree. I think it might have been a bit like preemptive with the Penti stack there. I think maybe you save it for when you're starting to feel like you're getting a bit too much pressured on that top side. Your generators are about to get hit or slammed out by the survivors potentially. But Cash now in this middle part of the map going to be going for this tunnel. Does not want anything to do with the Claudette. Wants to go for the near here as the chase will pursue towards the middle part of this top side. This is a really nice pallet. Going to be playing around the check spots, but not quite going to be able to get it as they're going to be going down. But we do see survivor maybe with the potential beamer here. No, but they get a 180 pick up. So I don't think they're going to be able to get anything to happen here. Can be dragging them all the way back to the backside of the main building here. And I mean, this is such a nice hook to defend that gen out as well.
Yeah, especially so because he could just hook there and he's already on there, but he's seen someone inside of the main building, I think.
Oh, it's going to be big.
If he did or not. I don't know if he... Okay, no, he definitely knows now. I was like, because when he was hooking, I did see a cheeky survivor inside of the building. But I did want to mention something. We have a new pallet. The pallet at Coal Tower, at the water tower.
I saw that, eh? Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, so they've added a lot of new tiles to a lot of maps. I know Blood Lodge is one of them, Wrecker's Yard is another one, and obviously, as you just saw then, We have the water tower also now has a new palette, but we do see the death happen on to K, aka Zeki. So now we are in the dangerous zone
Zeki,
in a sense.
no!
Yeah, Zeki Zeki is dead. Peeper is sad. Hey Peeper, but he's gone. He's back to the lobby. But now we are on the 3v1. We get Bang as well. So now all Cash has to do really is just drag him back to the top side and rinse and repeat.
See, this is the downside of giving away not only a down early against the Plague, but also on the 4-gen side, deep in that area of the map. And then not to mention, not only do they have all those things fall into place, but they also had one of their free powers at the start in main building too. So the fact that like they got down right off the bat there, they weren't even able to scale out that potential power in the main building. It kind of just all fell apart just from the get-go. There was just nothing going their way.
Yeah, indeed. It's very hard to continue on with this situation as well. Like we got, it's going to be very rough because yeah, we have 4-gen top. We have progress in the, I believe this is the bot side. Yeah, we have progress on the bot side. So we need to have something in the background. But the situation at hand is Cash is just protecting top, similar to how like Boosted was just protecting bot side.
See, I like this play though. They're slowing the game down. I think this is kind of what they have to do on the Survivor side.
Yeah, definitely. But oh, Bang! That is mighty unfortunate. Don't. Oh, if he that was a risky vote. I feel like, especially with Cash's ping, because that could have been a possible grab if they were not careful. But we do have to chase onto Boosted. We do see that second generator pop as well. We do see the champion of light coming in clutch there.
Actually being utilized. That was nice.
Yeah, using it to get distance and get the blind, so that's a 25% reduction on the walking speed as well. And I did want to mention this, but we do have the two different add-ons. Instead of the amulet and the apple, we actually have the limestone seal, which increases the infection duration on props hit by Vile Purge for 20 seconds. But then we also have another one, being the Hematite seal, which then increases the duration again by a further 30 seconds.
Just going for that half map control essentially, or like even it's really good at the start as well.
Yeah, so he's just gone full out and just said, okay, screw corrupt purge. I'm just gonna pop vault on anything and make it. So like, no matter what you do, you have to touch it, and you have to be sick. So
yeah, I was gonna say because like, you run the risk. Yeah,
you can't not touch it because it's like that's what 50 seconds on top of whatever the base kit is. So like you kind of just have to at that point. Like you can't.
It's risky
do a gen
for the survivors because some survivor teams and some teams will want to wait it out. But if the killer does bring those add-ons, basically what you're saying is like you pretty much always should just kind of half work them because on the off chance you run into it, it can be pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like you're pretty much risking the chance of like you have to either just commit the gen or you have to go cleanse, which is what we read in the background. We do see that Bang is coming in here. I believe they're going to go for a hook trade. No, they don't. But we do see that they are just going to keep on chasing main. And unfortunately, Bamboozle coming in here, clutch here for Cash. And he's going to get the down. So, wait, I just realized this is his win con situation. He needs to down Veery and then now down Boosted to win. Because this Boosted is literally his win con right now. And there is no,
and they know
unbreakable as well. So this is literally just the last chase of this match, and it looks like it is going to go to Gospel. I don't see, as much as I would like to see Boosted absolutely.
That's such a weird window.
And this tile is weird. Another new tile that is a bit weird for everyone. Yeah, it's an interesting one. And what makes it worse is I think the palette can either spawn like in the middle or on the outer edge of the tile, so it's like it's not even a confirmed palette spawn. It is not a fun tile.
Yeah, but this kind of spiral. Like I feel like this game, essentially, I think they did really well to fight back as much as they could, but in the early game was kind of where it was lost, not only due to decisions from the survivor side, but I think also just some luck on the killer side as well. Like a really nice plague pill in the middle of the main building. Also getting it down on the 4-gen side of the map with 2 pain res hooks available to you. Like the Cash, especially with the playstyle I think they were going for, definitely had a
It
really good
definitely worked.
start for their plan, and it kind of just came to fruition. But at the end of the day, like they still made it close despite the ZC on the Survivor side. Only one generator.
Yeah, true. Like, yeah, we don't gotta count Gospel out, yeah, because they did in fact make it into a 4K1, all things considered, even though New had the unfortunate game crash as well. So like they did really well. And unfortunately, yeah, as we said earlier, Cash's playstyle was just to protect everything. And it looks like we do see a cheeky little slug running around backwards, but we are going to get the Morris that is going to be the GG to Gospel. They are going to take that first set, so we are going to have to move on over to unknown set now. But we did have to wait for the Mori, considering that there were still 3 survivors technically alive. Has to wait until 2 before you can Mori. So that is going to be a GG to Gospel, and we will be coming back with the unknown set. Peps, do you have any final words for the crowd?
I was going to say it's going to be spicy to see how Forsaken fight back here. Considering it's going to be unknown on the Ormond Lake Mines, and it's Gospel's pick, so they're going to have to beat them on their own pick here to try and fight back here. But we're going to be going into a short intermission while we set up the next match. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to OSL for this gameplay between Forsaken and Gospel. We saw Gospel took the first set, but there was an unfortunate DC which honestly could have influenced the Survivor result maybe a little bit, or a decent chunk, which is very unfortunate for them, but they're going to be at 1-0 regardless. And going into the set, it's going to be Gospel's pick as well, so even more of an advantage here, considering that Forsaken need to try and fight back in this best of 3.
Yeah, indeed. So, like, maybe we might see Forsaken come in with the unknown and maybe sweep them through the other way. But Gibbsy's unknown is not to be trifled with. It is a force to be reckoned with. He is very good at this set, and as we all know and love, that Gibbsy is quite versed in this as well. But we do spawn in here all the way here at 11 and 10. So we are just
I've
going to be
never
walking
seen
down
this
the
map.
map. Yeah, actually, wait,
What the
yeah, have you
hell?
not seen this map before?
I haven't seen this new Ormond map. No, this is
So this is the
interesting.
first time for you. This is gonna be interesting
Yes.
then. Okay, so yeah, so for the call out, it's usually like around 5 is the shack, and then that silo that they spawned is like 10, and then you just pretty much go from there.
Yeah, okay, interesting. It looks like, actually, visually looks like a nice map. There's a few pallets in the middle, which seem interesting. It doesn't seem too bad so far, as we've seen Gibbsy. Was kind of trying to get a few free tags here with that power to get a few of the infections going with that little purple haze that he likes to put on people. A bit of madness. Allows them to get that subsequent tag. So getting those early can be really, really nice. Also, knowing where you want to put those projections, a really nice spot there for that projection to be up, up top above that generator. As Gibbsy now trying to get this tag, barely gets it onto the ace, not able quite to dodge that one out. Maybe going to get the subsequent tag. I think they're definitely going to be able to commit to this. And they're going to be going through the drop down, going to commit, forcing them back into that tag. And now we're going to be seeing Riley trying to make their way to this corner of the map on this back side here, which I think is definitely a good idea to try and get as far from those active generators as possible. As we're going to be seeing Riley basically running back into the killer, essentially, with nerve, absolutely balls of steel. And just basically almost loses the killer.
I really hope someone clips this. I really hope someone is clipping that moment, because that is insane. He is just fully committed the double back into it.
Oh no, dude! The fat shame for both.
Oh no. Oh, that is quite unfortunate. Unfortunately, yeah, that is just the map generation sometimes, but like that double back, he just full committed that, and it honestly it paid off. It paid
balls of
off
steel.
lovely.
The iron will. The iron will value just because to utilize it. Yeah, that's why it worked.
Oh my. I didn't even think of that. The iron will actually like card carrying there. Damn, okay.
Honestly, that's glimpses of DVD pass. You used to be able to do that, obviously back in the day when I had 100%, but I guess now that it's 100% again, you can do it again, so...
It's no longer a glimpse of the past, and we see it. Oh, that is an insane hit through the pallet. I'm actually gonna go check the ping real quick while we continue on here, because I am also match staffing this as well. So, Boosted is on 36, and so is Gibbsy. So, Gibbsy just got... Gibbsy actually just completely as what some people say, bitched him, because he's actually just full on just done it.
Oh!
The lingering hitbox, that is mighty unfortunate. Actually, I
Yeah,
can say
unfortunately, on the delay hitbox there, it does last for a little bit longer than the visual will, allow you to see. So unfortunately, it will go down, and this is going to be an additional fresh hook here. At least it's not the tunnel out. They do have one generator for 2 hooks. The totem there is going to be pretty well protected, considering it is near that hook. We're going to be seeing Gibbsy just kind of scout out here. No, someone else on that generator. Maybe hidden the tunnel, no. But going to be just trying to see if they can find the survivor stealthing, it'd be pretty massive.
Indeed, it would be, and I actually do have the peak list here in front of me as well. Boosters on 40, Core, aka the Claudette, is on around 28 to 24. Riley is on 12 ping, and Weary is on 40, and then obviously Gibbsy is on the 36 to 32 range. So we have a very low ping lobby right now, especially with Riley having like 12 MS, which is honestly is just, for me, that's
I was
never,
going to
I'm
say,
never
Riley
see
just
that.
lives at headquarters.
Yeah, I'm never, for me and like Cash and Hunter and all the other Western Australian players, we're just never going to see that ping ever. We're going to see like maximum of like minimum of like 40 if we're lucky.
But we're going to be seeing the
usually
killer
it's
come
like
back to the hook.
Yeah, we do see
Very
that.
nice
We do see
tag.
it down. Oh wait, we're gonna go for the tunnel out as well. So we do see that Weary is now gonna be in the danger zone here. We are just gonna chase out Weary. Unfortunately, he's not gonna get the bounce. It's gonna be short of a bounce hit there. But we do have Wretched Fate still, and unfortunately, our Wretched Fate user is kind of just on the ground right now. So not getting any Wretched Fate value as of currently, but we are running all the way down to the top side of the map. We're running over all the way to 10. So amazing work from Weary, just being able to absolutely juice and just go all the way to the top side of the map into the corner. So he is dying in the death spot, and we do see the gen pop in the distance as well. Immaculate work from Weary. So now it is up to the man, the myth, the legend, Gibbsy, to try and take this from here on out, as it is a 4K. It is looking like so far, I would say it's looking like outs. Would that be
I was going
wrong
to
to
say, I do see potential for outs here, especially if there's 4 the people coming in absolutely clutch. Now it's going to come down to what Gibbsy decides to do here. I would imagine probably you have a little bit of time here to go for the tunnel potentially.
He's going to go for the...
But no, going to be going for the safer play.
Yeah, especially with the state of the game right now, you would ideally want to be going for your pain reses as well, considering that it is 2 gens remaining, and you know that your Wretched Fate user is still alive as well, so just having that option of getting those pain res books as well in this. And oh my god, Bang is absolutely juicing on this tile. he is putting in the work right now. Oh my.
Oh my god,
no.
Vayne absolutely popping off here, playing this tile, this pallet absolutely perfectly dodging every projectile that is being fired here from Gibbsy, as they're going to try and run into him again. No, it's going to fail this time, but they're going to elect to stay at this pallet, feeling very, very confident. Already wasted probably double the amount of time the killer probably should have spent here already, as we're going to be seeing a bit more patience here from Gibbsy, which results in that down. Now can actually throw them on this hook here. I like what you said before as well. You always go for that tunnel out later and get the pain reses now, so that's always that option, as we will be seeing Weary run off there as well, and that's their tunnel out. Yeah, right there if they elect to maybe want to go for that, but they're going to be hauling all the way over to the other side of the map, maybe going to a dead corner, you'd say, hopefully, if you're going to be trying to die in a more optimal spot. Weary trying to walk here, lose, muddy up the scratch marks, but no, not going to be committing there. I think the Unknown's probably going to patrol the generators here on most likely, as we do see them coming towards Riley on this generator here. Riley going to be able to make this pallet. It's not going to be that big of a pallet, though. I feel like the Unknown's probably most likely going to end up hitting you with their power here, pretty guaranteed, but no, going to be cancelling it and wanting the pallet drop as well. But you can't play on that side of the pallet, as it is a drop down. Riley now gets the free reign of Shack, but we'll take that tag for it. Riley now in that Shack, going to be utilizing that pre-drop. I don't mind that. Buy some time while that cooldown is going through on the Unknown, but a nice projection jump there, as it will result in the tag from Riley. Riley not paying attention to where that projection might have been. No one called it out, but the down's probably going to be coming through very, very shortly. Down under the pallet, and there's Survivor waiting in the wings there, trying to run in here, boost with the beamer, and potentially going to be able to run in here and drop that pallet.
Yeah, but we've also died in the active as well. there is a gen being worked on at 3 as well, so this is not the best for it. And Gibbsy is aware, so he is going to be able to get the tag onto Boosted as well. Gibbsy knows that, considering the fact that the survivor did do the emo to try and make sure he died on the pallet, someone was going to be there in ready to save him as well. So now now all Gibbsy really has to do is just go for this, I think, because yeah, he gets this down and he goes straight back because he knows that the gen is being worked on. But no, he's gonna pick up Boosted first. Gonna go for his pain res by the looks of things, but now we do see that Bang also is being killed by Weary in the background as well. So it's looking kind of rough. So honestly, right now in this state, it may even be a 4K1 at best now.
I was gonna say, I like the instant pick up there. As you said, you got that pain res, but you're also forcing the survivors to have to come in, get off the journeys, and get that pickup, which can just, punish the death later, which we see the down coming through onto the ace. It was immediately a nice arc over the top. The 360 no-scope snipe, getting the double infection there. That was absolutely nasty.
Yeah, indeed. Like, Gibbsy is proving to be showing why he's one of the best OCE unknowns as well. We can't denounce the SEA users as well. We did see Quino did get the one of the most celebrity shots known to mankind. He did get like a double snipe across the map as well from main onto the survivors as well. But we do see Gibbsy is going to be hooking as well into his. It's an interesting hook but oh no, we got a lot of progress on it, and so it actually works out, and he does get the tag. But Weary didn't commit the gen. That gen was 99.
Oh, that was the one that popped, was it?
Wait, no, so he popped it. Okay, so I'm
yeah.
of it. Okay,
I was about to say, wait, what?
Yeah, I have the stream muted, so I wasn't sure.
Okay.
So I didn't hear that, but I do see that, yeah, the number did change to 1 gen remaining, but unfortunately Boosted is not going to get tagged there, so now we are just going to have to continue on. So, honestly, still could be out. Oh my.
Oh my, going through a few gaps there. And this has been a real treat to watch. Gibbsy had some really, don't get me wrong, the side of Forsaken have been playing really well on the Survivor side. Really nice juicer chases too, but like the mechanics for both of these Survivor and Killer sides, like really nice shots, really nice play from the Survivors as well. It's been really entertaining.
Indeed it has. It has been riveting matches so far. It is such a clean hit as well. Like Gibbsy is just proving that he's got hours into this killer. He was a 50, I think 51ish when we loaded in as well.
Oh, really nice reactions here from Riley, the 12 ping.
Yeah, the 12 ping demon, but no, we are just going to take the down, and unfortunately, Gibbsy's going to do a repeat. He knows someone's going to be around for this, because again, they've very much.
But that's a bait. There's another survivor.
There is two, yeah.
Oh, but they spot him out.
Oh, but we do have sprint burst, so we were able to survive just that little bit longer. So it is going to be interesting to see, because, like, yeah, this is pretty much just a repeat of what we had last time, where someone was on the ground and he's going for another chase in the background, but unfortunately it's not an injured survivor this time, it's a healthy one. And
I was going to say as well, like,
he gets hit over the pallet.
It looks like they missed like an easier kind of shot there, but like the few times I have played Unknown, not gonna time the pallet stun, unfortunate there from Boosted, and they're gonna get the hook as well. But I was gonna say, looking down and trying to get you hit while trying to look down as far as possible can be a bit weird sometimes. It can be awkward to try and get like a bit of a shot off. So pretty unfortunate there before, as we're gonna be seeing now Vayne back on the TL wall. Juiced him in the last chase, instantly getting a tag there, which is really nice. Unfortunately, really nice mind games on the window vaults, and Vayne just getting caught off by it. A really nice chase there, a bit of revenge for that last one they did.
Indeed it is, yeah. I believe that was because of the add-on as well, that he was able to vault that just that little bit quicker as well. But they did change Unknown as well. They made it so he can arc his shots upwards a lot more, considering that used to be it used to be like kind of capped in a sense. So now it's at least you can just walk straight up and you can just shoot straight up if you wish to. So it is going to be interesting to see how they go here, because we are looking at a very interesting situation now, because we do see the tag here happen all the way here near behind main as well. Looking kind of dire, but luckily we hopefully should see some progress in the background as well, so Riri is going to be basically chasing for his life here. And we see... Wait, really nice. Did he get that shot, or did he just get rid of his infection as he shot that?
I think he hit it with the wall bang.
So that means he got rid of the infection, and then just got re-hit again.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, that is unfortunate. If only that was a little bit later, he actually would have got the down as well, which sucks. But hey, things happen. we are going to be able to 2v1 now, and he's already found his other survivor as well. So we do see a cheeky little fadeaway shot as well from Gibbsy. Now Gibbsy is just going to be playing this tile, and as you said, as we said before, this tile is very interesting. And we are going to try and go for a bounce shot, try and get the early tag onto the survivor as well. So now we are going to be going down back over towards the 7 side of the map. We do see Boosted here is at the 7 as well. We do see Autodidact as well on Boosted with 4 sacks, so he's definitely been doing healing in the background while we've waited. And we are going to use the check swap here, because if you don't know, there is a drop down here as well in this area, Pep. So if Boosted did run down there and Gibbsy decided to drop down, he would have been in a bit of trouble. But we are running behind main. Oh wait, he's got a TP right there though. Oh,
no, just confident on the hit.
Just short. It was literally like...
Oh!
And we do see a lovely hit as well onto this Claudette as well. And we were just short of getting Boosted no longer being infected as well. So if Boosted looked at the killer just for that little bit longer, it would have just been like a normal infection tag, but unfortunately wasn't able to solidify that. But that is going to be a 4K one. Unfortunately, we didn't see outs. Perhaps, unfortunately, our call wasn't as accurate as we thought it would be, all things considered. But to be fair, I did say we can't count Gibbsy out just yet, because he is one of the more well-renowned unknown killers in our region of OCE. And we do see the cheeky Mori to finish add-ons, but I'm not sure about the actual build itself. We'll have to wait and see what Boosted has decided to run. But as we are loading in here, we do see that, in fact, Boosted is a P100 unknown. So this is going to be a treat to watch, perhaps. I feel like this is going to be quite interesting, considering the Boosted has put in so many hours and so much blood points into this killer. Surely he's got to cook up something here for us today.
Yeah, no, I think even historically, Boosted's always favored / been good at the projectile-based killers. I remember a long time ago they played a lot of Deathslinger, for example, and I think they've played a lot of Huntress. Like, they do love the projectile type killers, and yeah, a lot of time spent. So maybe we're going to see a mechanical shove here, because Gibbsy in the last game had some really nasty shots. So see if Boosted could try and match those. They're going to be starting here at the main building. They were scouting around here, trying to see if they can land a few free shots, maybe trying to spot a few rotations as they're going to move down towards the bot side of the map here. See this generator? No, it has not been started, but maybe the further one has. Yes, we see the survivors kind of scrambling away there on this bot side over towards, is it 6 here?
No, this is currently 9 right now. We're currently at 9. So the others, yeah. So if you
now they're running
Yeah, so now they're running towards Shack side. Now they're running towards like mid-6 right now. So we do see Boosted is going to get the tag onto New as well. And we do see Ruin is popped as well quite early on in the game as well. So no longer going to have Ruin, but we now have access to Eruption. No longer the 150 regression with Ruin, because they absolutely buffed it for Ruin. And we do see the tag happen onto New as well. New is going to be trying to juice around, and we do see the
TP
as well. And it's going to be a grab. That is mighty unfortunate.
Really nice TP there on the killer side, and now rewards them with the basement hook here. So pretty good start. Really nice placement there. Maybe had the feeling they might play around the shack at some point, as the survivors here kind of split up, which is definitely what you like to see. 2 solo gens being worked here, getting a lot of progress. No pain rest to interrupt them, so we'll eventually get these ones popped. It's about FDR killer. Boosty doesn't go far enough. I do like they're playing a bit aggressive here, trying to get them off and away. These generators gonna get a little bit of a kick there, apply that eruption, and now gonna see if they can get a few more tags. Might eventually see if they can TP back towards the hook potentially, but we're gonna be seeing Space Grass, aka who's Space Grass again? It's oh yep, Addict. My bad. Gonna be getting that tag, eventually TPing back towards the shack side of the map here on this bottom side. We're gonna be seeing New trying to split away from the shack, going over towards this tile, making their way towards the 4-3 area of the map, and maybe trying to die in a location that they set as the death spot here. As it does seem like a pretty dead corner, 1 generator only. So not a bad place to die. All the generators across the map can be completed now as the survivors. As he actually does make a nice tile here. Not a bad tile to be stuck on. The pre-drop going to be coming through, but the tag will be followed up here by Boost and New. Now playing for their life. They actually are having a bit of a decent chase here. Need to last maybe a little bit longer and will pay dividends for the survivor side here on them. Complete the generators, knowing the timing window there on the recovery, getting a nice vault, and the swing buys additional time here. The tag will be coming through though. They are infected right now, but my lord, New has had an absolutely insane chase off of the hook here.
Indeed, and Nu is absolutely choosing as well, and they've only got to get rid of 2 more gens remaining as well. And they currently
almost timed it.
one of them, and yeah, he's just missed time that
The Jake
hit as well. And yeah, Cash is notorious for being the supporting role in his team, always coming in for those protections or for the.
Wait, is that auto aim on the wall? No way, dude.
I believe that was an auto aim as well.
Oh.
You see that gen pop as well in the background as well, so it was a double down, and we do see that Cash is here, and he is trying to try and get it. And
Oh,
just misses
no.
it. Unfortunately, the sprint burst isn't going to be enough on top of having Champion of Light. So now Cash is going to be in chase now. This is looking kind of grim. Currently, we are at the win con, so if Boosted wants to win for his team, he needs to be able to get a 4K right here, right now. And it's looking kind of like he is going to try and go for it, considering he's going to put his next chase onto Cash. But unfortunately, it is only 2 hooks for basically nearly all of the gens, really, so it's looking quite grim for the Boosted, but hey, never count a player out until it all is said and done.
I think especially a player, sorry, like Boosted. Definitely, as I said, mechanically usually very good on these projectile killers, so maybe he can bring this back with a few nice arcing shots here in the back end of this game. Spots some of the survivors on the other side of the map. Not quite going to be able to get that tag, but Boosted definitely wants New to die here. This is definitely something that has to occur. If some save occurs here, and it's relatively for free, it will be completely game over. But Cash, you know, still isn't accounted for. So, you know, the worry is there. Where could they possibly be? Are they going to sneak under the nose for a grab here, potentially?
Well, yeah, no, we do see Cash there who's on the edge side of 5
they're not gonna
right
make
now,
it.
working his way up, yeah. But he isn't going to be able to make it for the unhook, unfortunately. So now it is just going to be on the chase on through Cash, unfortunately. So it is going to
probably tag and leave here, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Ideally, he should be able to get a tag, you know. Or it's going to be a normal tag. It's going to be a normal tag. Let me check the ping as well. I believe the ping is like similar. Okay, so yeah, so it's pretty much similar to what we had last game on the Plague set. We have Nu on around like 40 to 50-ish ping. We have Cash on that 80 ping. Notorious 80 ping for himself. We got Gunther on the 128, and then Addict is on the 40, and then Boosted is on the 30 to 36 range. So a low ping game in a sense of Gospel's current lineup, so not doing too bad for themselves, but as we know, we got to get the 4K right here, right now, if it is going to be going into the Hillbilly set.
Yeah, I mean, Boosted the game is still at that 4K 2 right now. They get a few nice shots here. I mean, it is sitting on a bit of a precarious position here because you need to consider 1 more generator remaining, but 3 pain reses available here. A few quick chases from Boosted can kind of flip this game back, as they're going to be seeing a nice dodge out there. They need this down to be relatively fast, or this could kind of spiral out quickly, especially considering they are committing here. We see the generator being worked in the background. 2 solo gens above half now. So a lot of worry here on the killer side from Boosted. But the pain reses are available, but you know, you've actually got to get them before the generator gets completed, so the down has to come through. Gunther going to be getting tagged there immediately, not going to be able to hit that follow-up. But we see 3 injured survivors. There's potential for some snowball, but it's going to be soon.
Yeah, it's got to be quite rough as well, but we do see the attempt to snipe Addict. Unfortunately, going to get an awkward bounce to that tire as well. And we do see that he's quite afraid of these generators here at the one side of the map, and we do see a survivor here as well, and injured. We see another heavy progressed gen. There is a lot of gens that is heavily progressed as well, so looking kind of grim. Boosted is going to place a TP in the corner side of this 5 area as well, towards 4. But now we see Cash is going to be on that chase. We do see him trying to get the snipe through the Shaq as well, but unfortunately not going to be able to make it. We do see the reset happen onto Gunther and Addict as well. Cash being the only person in danger, and Cash is going to be caught out here with the TP, going to get tagged with the UBX as well. So now he's got to kind of just live for as much as we are going to see drop power here as well. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to shoot through that as well to try and get the snipe, but Cash is going to remove the UVX infection just in time. So now, all Cash has to do is ideally run to 11, run to 10, and die there, but nope, we have opted to try and go for the snipe here on the 7 tile as well. We come back to our generators here at 3 as well. We do see someone as well. It's Cash again! Cash has been going back and forth with Boosted right now, but we do see that generator is heavily progressed again. Boosted, wanting to get this down as quick as possible so he can get that eruption.
Yeah, no, Boosted's been playing this game like as well as they could have with the awkward spot they're in, dragging it on for as long as they can. But the question is, will they get a pain res here before the generator pops? No. Oh, the last generator is going to be popping very, very shortly. It's on 90%.
Yeah, indeed. So we have at least... We are at the Tycon right now, so it's not over yet. Boosted can still at least tie this, but unfortunately we did see that generator that Cash is next to is like very heavily progressed, and we do see that Gunther is going to get hit through the pal as well, not being able to stun the killer in time, and we do see Addict is going to come in for the save as well. We'll try and get the snipe onto him, just missing. Now Addict has to get the save here, and now we're probably going to be seeing Gunther on a gen on the far distance as well. So we are going to see that Cash is going to be using his SB. Now, Addict is going to be in chase, so it's going to be quite rough to see, but Addict is still going to get hit thanks to the lingering hitbox on the UVX, and it's quite unfortunate for Addict. I'm sure he is not happy about that, considering he dodged that, but because of the way the UVX works, he's going to get tagged still. Luckily not getting tagged for that.
We'll get tagged eventually. That last generator that, well, was on like 99% now, regressed back down to probably around about 65-60%, so a bit more wiggle room here for Boosted. I think definitely in a spot where it is potentially possible to pull off the 4K one here, to still have 2 pain reses remaining. Gunther back on an alternate gen here that's on almost about half, as we're going to be seeing Addicts trying to make their way over towards the other side of this top side of the map, and now going to be getting cut off by the unknown, as they're going to be trying to maybe potentially down them at this window, but no, unfortunately going to be running into the wall there. I'm pretty sure we saw Jake Park waiting around. Yes, we see the aura potentially going to get the beamer save here. If they get the angle, they get the save, which is going to be massive for the outcome of this game.
That, honestly, that is an angle. That was an angle that I absolutely love. Me personally, I love getting those types of cheeky little angle shots as well. And Cash proving why he is the supporting role and supporting member of Gospel on this Survivor lineup. Absolutely doing God's work there with that blind, being able to keep their team in live in the action. Now only having to rely on eruption, so it's going to be looking quite rough, and unfortunately he is going to get through the pallet. The 128 ping not going to be working as best for Gunther there, but he's going to get tagged with the UVX, and we're coming back to this generator at 3 as well. This generator is still close and dangerously close as well. Cash now is going to get tagged, but we don't have any TPs to go up towards to chase after him, but we are just going to get the kick as well. Gen regression events is looking quite grim now for the side of Boosted.
Yeah, as we're going to be seeing some resets come through, I think it's definitely a smart idea. Being kind of injured against this killer is very risky, as we've seen those resets. Gunther and Addict being healed now. Cash going to be saying injured, playing a support role with that beamer. Might be able to utilize that, because I think they do have Iron Will, I'm going to be guessing, so definitely can kind of stay a little bit injured for longer, but the heal going to be coming through a full reset. I like this from the Survivor side. You kind of slow it down. Everyone kind of pans and fans out onto the map again and try to attack the generators, but Cash going to be getting intercepted on mid-rotation here as another Survivor will as well, so that plan has kind of just got kind of thrown out the window.
Yeah, indeed, and having 2 people stuck here as well is not ideal, especially one that can be UVX tagged like this as well. Very rough indeed. Unfortunately, Gunther is going to get tagged through that, so now he has to basically just run away from the active, and we do see Addict is working this generator here at the mid-8 hill. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get a sniper. We have a 4-wall here, so now he's going to be able to chase pretty much as long as he can on this as well. Unfortunately, he's going to get tagged through that as well, but We are just going to be trying to loop around as well, and we do see the Dance With Me value coming in clutch here. But now he is going to be getting hit through the
Oh,
pallet as well. Addict, unfortunately, not going to be able to get that stun. But now we have pain res, so not
that's so
ideal.
unfortunate as well because, I mean, across the map, there was, I think, Cash or Gunther was on this generator and it was climbing up to around about 70%, 60%. So, you know, that stun comes through all of a sudden, like you're kind of potentially getting a generator popped, or there's just so much more pressure on that killer side. But a bit more relief here now as Cash actually getting spotted away from this generator. The desperate double here on that generator across the map. So, I mean, we're going to have, Booster's going to have to be pretty careful here.
Indeed, yeah. And he's considering he is chasing behind the shack in the main as well. Looking kind of grim, but no, he's just opted to TP away and get back onto the chase. Considering his situation as well, it's ideal that he makes sure this generator, or at least one of these two generators that are heavily arrested, do not pop, because that is Gospel's Rincon. They have to pop at least that one generator to win the game.
Yeah, and I like this here. A bit more commitment. Gets the nice tag, sees the Survivor in a bit of a weaker spot potentially with the power, and just knows they can get this down pretty quickly. Now the question is with the eruption. No, they actually have the eruption proc, so they can afford to pick up here and get this Survivor, get Gunther onto a hook here. That pain res hook kind of far, but should be able to make it just in the nick of time, I would imagine. And now it's going to be depending on what both these generators are on. Are they both going to be very high progress, or is it just going to be the one that's going to get pain res across the map here? But as the insta TP is going to be able to come through, as we do see, actually, it's still on a very high percentage. That would have been like 99% as that Survivor runs away.
Yeah, I think that generator was actually really close to popping until the unfortunate pain res as well. So we are going to be chasing behind main. Roosted is just going to commit to this as well. Oh, unfortunately, Cash is going to be vaulting in. It looks like he was hoping that he would continue going the same way, but unfortunately wasn't able to solidify that as he wanted to. But now Cash is going to be dying in that top area of 10 to 11 side. I think this is 11 actually. So, and he's going to be able to get another pain res. I think. No, he's not. Okay, so wait. So, oh, his only pain res is Nu, and Nu is currently dead. I see. Not the best ideal situation for a boost. Unfortunately, not going to be able to have that extra
The TP over here to 6.
pain res. But yeah, no, we're going to go for this generator at 4. We do not get a snipe. Unfortunately, they've just pre-left it, and Gunther is also just pre-running away all the way to the top side of 1 now. And we do get the snipe onto Gunther as well. And oh my, that generator is I think that generator is like one more kick and he can no longer touch it. So looking kind of grim.
I think the other generator might only have like 2 damage events left on it too, so kind of running out of usages on the slowdown here. Still, actually, and that is a bit of a lie there. There is no pain res left available because the Nu died without getting pain res, I'm pretty sure. So no pain res is available. The eruption's a few more procs remaining, so definitely needs to get Cash out of the game, I feel. Or the next Survivor does. Oh, and in saying that, there's Cash. Definitely the Survivor you'd want to be able to down and possibly get out of the game here.
Yeah, indeed, because this is looking kind of grim. But no, yeah, we are afraid of that gen popping because it is a very rough situation for Boosted because it's literally if they pop at least one gen, it's GG, and he has to be able to protect these 2 gens while simultaneously getting tags onto the survivors as well. But if we could maybe get a quick switch over towards the survivors,
the basement,
going to go down at basement as well.
The double.
If we can get it. Can we get a quick switch over? Ooh. Oh, wait, they're splitting.
Yep.
Wait, are they splitting? Or
No, they're doubling. That's you can kind of got.
Okay, no, yeah, they are doubling. It just looks very awkward, and they do.
It kind of got given away with the fact that they were running into basement. You could just kind of have that feeling in the back of your mind. They're going to be doubling that across the map, and I guess Boost was just hoping they could get back there in time, but not quite going to be able to do so. And that's going to be the win for Gospel in the set, going up 2-0.
Yeah, indeed. It's very unfortunate for Forsaken, but I believe they are still
the DC as well. In the first game.
DC? Oh yeah,
the first match,
DC as well. Yeah, that was very unfortunate for that play. You can imagine that the DC happened. It was very rough indeed. But we do see possible outs coming in here, but no. We also got to see at least one person coming out here as well. Gospel continuing their streak of getting 0 losses for the entire group stage. Gospel
really damn.
Gospel has gotten 5-0 in the group stages. They have not lost a single set during their entirety